Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris the High Guy Jacobs, and today we're finally doing a review on the All-Star Knight, what appears to be the new way that they will be handling Top Commander moving forward. Granted, I'm not sure if that's the case, as this is only the first time. However, there are some inclinations that that is in fact the case. If you look at it, Splendid Steel, for example, it tells you that unused exquisite files will be kept until after the event, which means that chances are there will be repeats of this event. Okay, what this now includes, All-Star Knight seems to include a 3-day process of Splendid Steel and then 4 days of Top Commander and Great Hunter together. This is probably the way that they're going to address Top Commander moving forward, simply because of the way that they've changed it previously to remove all kind of battle from it. This way we'll hopefully have some kind of balance in that type of situation. The problem with this event is... Alright, you ready for this? The problem with this event is very simple. Like the previous ones, you earn... in the previous ones, you would earn these badges, or the rewards you get, every time you were to use one of these items. You would receive some at that point. Here, that is not the case. You only receive these All-Star badges for completing these spins, okay? For spinning a ridiculous amount of time, for using a ridiculous amount of these files. Now, granted, you are able to earn files every day. 6, 12, 19, 22, 22, 31, 38, 44. So you can get 44 of these files every day, and then the 10 that you can gear, so 54, and then 6 more from doing Bounty Ground and from doing Water War. So you get 3 from doing Water War. Whoops. Right, so if we go look at Water War here, I keep clicking the wrong things. You do get 3 event dailies for that, and then you also get 3 event dailies for going and doing, in the campaign here, doing the Bounty Ground. You earn 3 of these for the spins that you do, right? So you'll earn them for the spins that you put on the wheel. So that gives you a total of 60 that you get in a day without purchasing any, okay? That's 60 of these per day without purchasing any. Or, sorry, that's not 60, that's 45 per day without purchasing. You need to purchase in order to get these last 15 every day, okay? So that's 45 a day. But here's the problem. You go into ranking, the top 200 receive rewards, but you have to have at least 500 points, which means that you have to use 500 of these, which means the only way to rank and earn these rewards is to pay for them. Unless you save for 10 events, at which point you'll have, you know, just enough 450 without buying. You'd have to save for 12 events, pardon me, in order to be able to earn the rewards for one time. And if Top Commander comes out every 2 weeks, that's 6 months of saving in order to earn rewards one time. And that's not even to earn good rewards, that's to earn the basics of rewards. Now granted, right, if you look here, for example, if I was to drop 500, I would get first, right, at the end of this. But look at how many people aren't getting anything. They say the top 200. In reality, as it stands currently, none of the top 200 would get anything. None of the top 200 would receive them because of this 500 points. So that, by its own right, anytime they have these type things, they have the same thing when it comes to the arrows. You have to drop 1,000 arrows before you're eligible for rewards. Is absolutely asinine. The fact that they have that at all is absolutely asinine. Just simply limits the game. Get rid of that. That's absolutely atrocious. Okay, so that's the starting with the Splendid Steel. You have to earn these, you have to use them, and then obviously you'll get points for the Chasey's Energy Core, or whichever Energy Core is around at the time. Right now they have Chasey's going around because they just introduced the super weapons. And unfortunately, once you look at the super weapons, it's absolutely stupid. It's just another paywall, just another aspect for you to drop a ton of money on for the whales to have something that you'll never get. Okay? So far, this All-Star Knight looks pretty crappy, in my opinion. The way that they've done it is now they've also ranked it across the entire elite alliance, so it's multi-regional, which means you're not just competing against yours. In my opinion, that's an okay change. That's going to prevent people from jumping to new regions just to get top commander heroes. But that just means that they don't have to spend the resources now to jump. They can just do it. And if they're going to whale out and steal it anyway, then you're just going to do it. So 6 in one, half a dozen of the other. It's like the change they made to the arena. Is it better? No. Is it worse? No. Is it the same? It's a sidestep, in my opinion. Okay? So there's really no benefit to that. Next, we're going to be looking at Top Commander and Great Hunter. These are probably going to be around the same types of events. You know, the same types of daily missions. But if you'll notice, the dates here is only 4 days for Top Commander and only 4 days for Great Hunter. So they're obviously have released or reduced the requirements daily for what your Top Commander rewards are. I assume that's because of the fact that they took out the fighting and things like that, so then it was really kind of restrictive. But again, this is all done just because they've released these superheroes. If you didn't know already, there are 2 superheroes that have been released. You've got Chasey, who's already broken, and you've got Bard, who's already broken. So, in order to be able to do this, providing that defense reduction by 34% is absolutely ridiculous. Travel speed reduction at 20% respectively is also ridiculous every time he uses a rage skill. Yes, it only lasts for 3 seconds, but if you're pumping out skills every 5 to 6 seconds, you've got this active almost 50% of the time, which is an absolute ridiculous defense reduction there based on just having that extra gun. And then obviously once you have these leveled up entirely, you can go ahead and what is it, transmute, I think? Was that what they call these? Transcend. You can transcend these in order to be able to do that. And that to me just creates I'd say again, more imbalance. You know, I just did a video on the amount of imbalance that's in here. We're trying to start a movement, obviously, to get more recognition to this. And this type of release is exactly counterproductive to what we're trying to do. So when it comes down to it, would I suggest spending money? Absolutely not. I obviously always, especially now, suggest don't spend a dime until there's some good balance changes that come to the game. I haven't spent anything now in about 3 weeks. So, you know, the more people that we can get on that bandwagon, the better. And then, obviously, we can go ahead and, you know, earn some, well, some recognition in the community is what we're looking for. Okay? So, All-Star Night, again, you got Splendid Steel that we're working on. In my opinion, save your files until you can at least earn the rewards from them, because you have to have at least 500. Okay? But that's it, guys. That's it for the entire video today. It's very, very simple. When it comes down to the All-Star Night, save your ducats. Don't spend on anything. Let's get this movement going, okay? But that being said, if you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video with your friends. If you want to join the community and become a member, go ahead and click that join button, get access to membership-only content and emojis and chats and all the rest of the stuff. And help support the channel just a little bit more. Anything that we do generate in the channel goes back in the channel to create better content for you, whether that's hardware, software, or the rest. If you'd like to get some of the High Guy merch, feel free to visit thcemporium.ca. I'll put that down in the description below, and pick up any of your pre-ordered merch today. That being said, folks, thanks very much for tuning in. Love, peace, chicken grease, and until next time, stay lifted.